Hello everyone, my name is Jeremiahjerems and of course here with another review. Seems like that's all I'm doing these days, but there's a lot of things for me to try. Now this one is going to be relatively basic and simple. And it's 5 different candy bars. Because a lot of people may know about these things, especially if you're doing fundraisers for school. It's these boxes of chocolate bars that you can buy, and then you can sell them. You can sell the chocolate bars, and each one would be $1. So it's kind of, and it helps like schools and people raise money for certain things. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And the other day when I was at youth group, one of my friends had them, and I bought 5 different types of candy bars he had. I pretty much bought one of every type of candy bar except dark chocolate, which I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, though I can respect it. So the first one we're going to try here is very simple. It's milk chocolate. And so these are those ones that just have the sleeve that come right off. So now, I cooled these down in the fridge last night. So they just have, I think they're really cool. Actually, it looks pretty cool. And by the way, these are, I forgot to say the brand, they are Charrydale Gold. This one's milk chocolate, of course. So Charrydale Gold bars. So I think that looks really cool. Honestly, I think that's a really interesting design they have right there. I'm gonna break one off. I'm just gonna eat this. My expectations could have been anything but what I expected. It's milk chocolate. So, I was just seeing because just kind of milk chocolate to be the controlled test. And then the rest of the assumptions will be made off of the rest of them. So, next one I have is almond. Right here. Alright. Looks the same, so don't really see any almonds, but I'm not going to make my assumption this early. Alright, let me try another piece, because I can kind of taste almond, but it seems like they're actually diced up into bits instead of whole almonds. So I'm going to try another piece to see if I can get any luck to see if there are more pieces of almond in that one. Alright. Okay, the other's a bit crunchier. Oh, there's a good piece of an almond right in this one. That one's a bit of a letdown for me, because whenever I think of a candy bar with almond in it, I typically think of a whole almond put in the candy bar. And that's what's unique to me about an almond. I like a lot of candy bars, they put the whole almond instead of dicing it up. And so that one, kind of disappointing. I mean, I could taste the almond, but it wasn't as prominent, and I didn't really get that sensation of crunching into an almond. So, next we have is crisp bar. Like the crisp rice pieces that they'll put in. This one will not, the sleeve on this one does not want to come off. It seems like some of them, they were glued, and others, they weren't. I don't know what's the deal with that. Come on. And I got it. All right. So, this one, I can definitely already see the pieces of crisp rice on the bottom. That's something that is always unique about these kinds of bars. So, of course, I pretty much know what to expect. But of course, just trying, because maybe this company could do it a little differently with some of their things. I definitely do like the design of the candy bar, like I said. I think that's pretty special and unique. There wasn't much crispy or crunch in it as I thought there would be, actually. It just seems like there were much less than there usually are in, like, I don't know, a Nestle's Crunch. And the bars were also thicker, and those puffed rice pieces tend to sink to the bottom of the bar. And so, it's mostly chocolate with a little bit of crunch. That was actually kind of disappointing. Dang. Man, what did I eat today? I had Bojangles. That could have done it. Alright. Next we have is caramel. So, interested to see how they pulled this off. Because there are different ways I've seen of putting caramel, or caramel, however you want to pronounce it, into a candy bar. So. This one, it's actually kind of really well stuck to the wrapper. Caramel. Alright, there we go. Caramel. Don't really notice any difference. So, just gonna break it off. So, right off the bat, I still don't notice any difference. Though I'm thinking the caramel's gonna be in this little pyramid structure on the bar, so. Let me put it away. Oh boy. So let's try this. It's actually pretty disappointing. Because I just hit the pocket with caramel in it. And look at how small that pocket is. Dang, the camera needs to focus. Man. But it just, that's a small pocket right there with the caramel. It was over to this side of it. Okay, so yeah, that's about what I would expect from a caramel bar in taste, but so far the three alternate flavors from milk chocolate I've tried have been a little disappointing to me. The almond, there wasn't, like, it was diced almonds, it wasn't whole almonds, which that for me is kind of nitpicking, but then again, there also weren't that many pieces of almond, especially in the first piece. I think there was only one or two, like, small pieces of almonds. And the crispy one, I mean, there just wasn't that many crispy pieces, and the caramel is not enough caramel. One thing I'm noticing, there's a lack of stuff in here. Most other more commercially successful candy bars, like different Hershey candy bars, like their cookies and cream, their recent gold, and even ones that have been around for longer, like the almond bar or the crackle candy bar, or Mr. Good bar, which is just peanuts. They all have an abundance in them. And so the chocolate is now more of a supporting role, and what you're focusing more on is the other mystery item they put in there, whatever you may have it. Just, I mean, I lost my train of thought. It just, like, flew off a cliff. Like, you can't even see it anymore. It's gone. Oh, yeah, it just seems to be there's a lack of things in them. I would have liked more in them. But that's business. They'll try and put as least as possible in it. But I really hope this next one's not disappointing, because I love chocolate and peanut butter. This is the peanut butter bar, so I'm really hoping this one's not disappointing. But so far with the experience I've had with the others, it's not looking good. So, no noticeable difference from the others. Oh, it broke much more easily. I don't smell peanut butter. No, I don't. So, I'm still wondering. Oh, don't fall. Alright, I'm gonna break this one open. Alright, that's a lot more peanut butter than I expected. You can see it's in kind of a layer there, and it's throughout the entire piece right there, so. Much softer candy bar, which goes good with peanut butter, so. Now that's better. That was much better. And also, it's good creamy peanut butter. It's not like Reese's peanut butter that they put in the peanut butter cups, which is crumbly, and I'm not a huge fan. At least my mom isn't. If it's the only candy around, I'll eat it. But I'll choose something else that's peanut butter over it. Like, Reese's Pieces has creamy peanut butter in it. It's just, I don't know what they put in the peanut butter cups, but that was good creamy peanut butter, and there was actually enough of it in one layer throughout the entire piece that I broke off that it was now took more center stage, and the chocolate was doing what it's supposed to, being a supporting role. At least what I think. That's my opinion. When you have a candy bar with stuff in it, you should make sure that the chocolate does not overpower it. That the chocolate plays more of a supporting role. When it's just an all-milk chocolate bar, then go ahead. Then, I mean, well, not go ahead, but when it's just all chocolate, I mean, it's just chocolate, so it doesn't really make a difference how much of anything you put in there, because it's just chocolate. But, yeah. So, yeah, it was mostly disappointing. Mostly disappointed until the end. I'm glad I saved peanut butter for last, because I put them in order of what I would think would be from the most basic to the most complex, or my favorite, something like that. So, almond, crispy, and caramel, they were all disappointing for me. And that stinks, because I like crispy bars. I like Nestle's Crunch. I like a 100 gram, or 100 grand, sorry. 100 grand, I don't know if you've... I haven't... around here in Concord, North Carolina, it is not the easiest to find just like hanging on the shelf at the front of a convenience store or a grocery store. It's just you'll be able to find it, but it's not as common. But I really love it because it's chocolate, crisp rice, and caramel, and it's so good. Amazing. So, but anyway, that is all for this time. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment if you did, all that good stuff. Go check out Phantom Studio. Subscribe to that if you want to. And I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.